Welcome to Naveen TechHub.
You can memorize a dictionary of cloud service names, but that won't get you the job. Senior cloud architects are hired for their ability to look at a massive business crisis and link the right tools together to solve it. Let's look at a classic interview scenario. Imagine an online store that's about to launch its biggest holiday sale of the year. But there's a huge problem. Their old physical database hidden away in a basement server room is buckling under the pressure and crashing. If you're the architect brought in to fix this, you have 4 distinct jobs to do. You have to move all their customer data to the cloud without turning off the website. You have to lock that data down so it's secure. You have to make sure the system survives sudden traffic spikes. And finally, you need to set up a way for the CEO to analyze all those sales once the event is over. To solve this, we are going to build what we'll call the Big Billion Architecture. Let's head over to the digital whiteboard, our workspace for today, and put our starting point right here, that struggling older database. This whiteboard exercise is a mirror for the real world. It traces the exact path a piece of data takes, from the moment it is created to the moment it helps a business make a critical decision. Our first job is extraction. We need to get the data out of the old basement servers and into the cloud, but the store is still taking orders. If we turn off the website to copy the files, the business loses money. To pull this off, we use the AWS Database Migration Service, or DMS for short. Think of DMS as a smart, automated moving truck. A dedicated replication instance sits right in the middle, reading from your old database and safely carrying everything over to your shiny new database in the cloud. First, it does a bulk transfer of all the existing records. Then it immediately switches into a mode called Change Data Capture. Every time a customer places a new order on the live website, DMS catches that specific update and sends it across as a steady stream. The customer shopping at home notices absolutely nothing. The store stays completely open for business while the entire foundation is swapped out underneath it. With the data safely moved, we have to lock the doors. We control exactly who and what can view this information using AWS Identity and Access Management, or IAM. This chart shows the 4 types of rules the system uses to evaluate a request: implicit deny, explicit deny, implicit allow, and explicit allow. By default, every single request starts as an implicit deny. It is an automatic no until proven otherwise. The most critical rule to remember here is that an explicit deny always wins. Even if 10 different policies grant a user an explicit yes to view a file, a single no somewhere else in their profile slams the door shut. This follows a principle called least privilege. Instead of getting full access to the whole building, a user is only granted the bare minimum they need to do one specific task, and the system keeps them away from everything else. Let's fast forward. The holiday sale kicks off. Suddenly, millions of eager shoppers refresh the homepage at the exact same second to check the deals. Asking the database to search and calculate that same list millions of times a second will cause it to crash all over again. To protect the database, we slide a shield in front of it called Amazon Elasticache. Instead of storing information on slower, traditional hard drives, Elasticache holds data in pure, high-speed memory. We use a technique called lazy loading. When a shopper asks for the top 10 deals, the system checks the high-speed cache first. If the answer is there, it hands it right back instantly. If the answer is missing, the system goes to the main database, gets the list, and saves a copy in the cache for the next million people who ask. The main database stays calm and completely protected from the avalanche of traffic, while customers get their pages loaded in less than a millisecond. The sale is a massive success. Now the dust settles, and the CEO wants to know which products performed best. We have mountains of records to sort through, adding up to petabytes of raw data. Our regular database is great at handling quick, individual transactions, but it will choke if asked to scan years of historical trends at once. For that heavy lifting, we bring in Amazon Redshift, a dedicated data warehouse designed specifically for massive analysis. Better yet, we can use the serverless version of Redshift. You don't have to guess how many physical servers you need or manage the hardware yourself. The system automatically dials up the exact amount of computing power required to answer the CEO's specific question and dials it back down when it's done. You feed thousands of scattered, raw transactions into the warehouse, and out comes a clear, actionable insight that helps the business plan for next year. Let's step back and look at our whiteboard. We started with a system on the brink of failure, and now we have an integrated pipeline that keeps the data moving, safe, and searchable. We moved the data without downtime using DMS. We secured it with IAM rules. We kept the store fast during the rush with Elasticache. And finally, we turned raw history into business intelligence with Redshift. Each of these services solves a specific business headache, working together to bridge the gap between a server room crisis and a clear path forward for the store. Next time, we'll expand this board even further by diving into networking and messaging. I'll see you in part 2.